All right, so we started recording here. Today is January 31st, 2014, and while you were under an anesthetic and asleep, I examined your shoulder and it dislocated quite easily out the front. And the reason why is right here, I'll show you. So we're looking at your ball and socket joint. The ball's on the left and the socket's on the right. And if you look along the front edge of the socket on the right part here, there's normally a ligament that comes in and inserts right along the edge of the socket, and in your case there's no ligament. The ligament's sitting way back here. So what we have to do is we have to bring this ligament up onto the edge of the socket, and you'll see how we do that here in a few moments. But we need to bring this up to the edge of the socket to stabilize your shoulder again. The good news is there is not a lot of cartilage damage inside your shoulder. The shoulder's otherwise looking pretty healthy, so it's good. That's your biceps tendon right here. And the undersurface of your rotator cuff looks perfect. And we're just going to, let me take his hand, externally rotate the arm, and this is what we call a Hill-Sachs fracture. So the back of your humeral head, there's an indentation in it. You see this? What happens is when the shoulder dislocates and the humeral head pops out the front, the back of the humeral head hits the edge of the socket, and you wind up with this little impaction fracture. In your case, it's actually quite a large impaction fracture. Okay, can I have the shaver, please? You also have some fraying of your posterior labrum. Now, you didn't tear your posterior labrum, or you don't have posterior instability, so I don't have to do a repair back here, but I definitely have to clean this up. Could you plug in my shaver, please? You can see there is labrum here coming up. This is what it's supposed to look like. And you're missing that appearance when we go to the anterior-inferior edge of your glenoid. So if you think of the glenoid or the socket looking like a clock face, an oval-shaped clock face, you're missing ligament attachment here from 6 o'clock all the way up to 9 o'clock, or the anterior-inferior rim of the socket. Here's a liberator, and we use this to clear off any soft tissue. You don't have any soft tissue here. It's already done for me. Cleaning off the soft tissue, and then I'll take the shaver again. And what I want to do is I want to dust the surface of the bone here to stimulate a healing response. You can let go of his hand there. Just trying to clean off the surface of the bone here. See some of the debris flying around now that I'm scraping the surface and grinding away the soft tissue, trying to expose bone, because we want it nice and raw to allow it to heal. This is the inflammation that we're talking about, inflammation that leads to healing, but too much inflammation leads to scarring, so that's why it's a delicate balance, right? Okay. Can I switch sides with you here? And can you hold the camera right along here? And I will take the drill bit next, please. Drill bit? Yep, that's one. And I'll take that red guide. Okay, so I'm going to hold the camera in a moment. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to create a hole in the glenoid face at 7 o'clock. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, hold it right there. Don't worry about the arm. No, don't move the arm. Right there. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll take a tap next, please. I got the arm. Let me help you here. So you can't push the camera in, because if you try and push it, you see you'll scuff the humeral head. We got to go up, and then slide up, and then slide a bit. That's the view right there. Okay, I'm not getting the view that I need. Let me take the camera from you again. Right there. It's okay, leave the arm. I got it. I got it. It's just when we move the arm, then the arm's moving against the camera, and I don't want to scuff the cartilage, that's all. Okay, and you got a 45 left hook, right? Yes. Okay. So this is the anchor going into your bone. It's that purplish blue anchor, and there's sutures attached to it. We're just screwing it in. Yeah. Here's your trocar. Okay. Can I get just hold the camera right here. Can I get a towel clip, please? All right, let's get the Spectrum next. So this is called a Spectrum hook, suture hook. We use this to shuttle the suture through the ligament here. A suture manipulator. So you can see I reached down to grab that ligament from way far down because I want to pull it up to the edge. Okay, I'll take a knob pusher and a snap, please. So I prepare the knot outside your shoulder, and we're going to drag it into the shoulder, and when I drag it in, you'll see how it's going to bring the ligament up against the edge of the socket. There, you see how it brought the ligament right up against the edge of the socket there? So we're also restoring soft tissue bumper on the anterior-inferior rim of your glenoid, on the anterior-inferior rim of your socket. And at the same time, we're reattaching the ligament. A suture cutter, please. Okay, so I'll take the red cannula again. And would you cut that knot off the spectrum? So that's our 7 o'clock anchor. We're going to go 8 o'clock here and 9 o'clock. Hold it right there. Okay, I'll get the tap next, please. Thank you. So we drill a pilot hole, then we tap the pilot hole. We'll cut a track with threads to receive the screw. And we do this because those screws, they're a little bit brittle, so they can fracture. So we don't want too much torque on the screws. Okay, I'll take the screw next, please. Yeah. Not by me, but by my patients, yep. That's where I get to hear my voice, and I say, I don't like the way my voice sounds. Okay, so, again, I'm going to reach down slightly to bring this ligament up and to the right. Let's see if I secured how that's going to bring it up. So I like that position. I'll take a suture manipulator again, please. Thank you. So I use that purplish blue stitch, hold that, to pass through the ligament, because that braided stitch, that white and blue braided stitch, doesn't go through the soft tissues because there's no rigidity to it, whereas this purplish blue stitch has a little bit of structure to it. And then I use that stitch to pull the braided stitch through the ligament behind. Okay, can I get a knot pusher and a snap? And a snap. And again, you're going to see how this is going to cinch it up and bring it right up to the edge of the socket. Nice soft tissue bumper restored there.
In the microwave if you want to wander down there. Beautiful though.
Thank you. How long do you leave it in the microwave for? Just curious. Ooh, that's a long time, isn't it? Really? I guess because it's such a big volume. You hold it? Can I get the tap next, please? It's okay. We're saving money by using one PDS. So.
Yeah, you made up for all my shit.
The first anchor, it's the hardest to see. This last anchor, when patients are watching our videos, they understand it best because it's unobstructed view, and you've already seen it twice, so now you know what to expect and you know what the sequence is. So drill, tap.
The tap and die. He's a heavy duty mechanic. You'll understand that.
Yes, definitely. Okay, I'm encountering a lot of resistance here. This is no good. Let's see if I can save it. See, this is what I was saying, the screws, they're very brittle. So when I tapped it, I didn't feel a lot of resistance in the bone, so I figured I only had to tap it once. If you notice, the very first one I put in, I double tapped it. So here I have to be extra sure that the anchor is in bone and it's holding, and it is. I'm pulling. Oh, it's actually something just shifted there, but it's holding now. And I'm pulling hard. I'm moving your whole scapula right now, so I feel confident leaving that in there. Okay, spectrum, please. The screw is made out of PLLA, dissolvable plastic-like structure, and we like using dissolving screws around the socket because we don't want you to have metal near your ball and socket joint. Just in case you were to ever injure your shoulder again or dislocate it, we don't want it to be grinding on metal. Can I get the suture manipulator again? So most of us will use most of us will use dissolving screws.
Do you need any more anchors?
No, that should be it. So then if you're looking, you'll probably see that there is an area where the labrum and the ligament is detached above where I'm working here. And you say, why don't I fix that? It's because it'll over-constrain your shoulder if I do. It'll make you too stiff. So generally speaking, we try and stay below the equator, or in this case, below 9 o'clock. We don't want to go above 9 o'clock. And then I pull on the blue suture and you see how the braided suture follows behind. And now I'm passing the braided suture through your ligament. Knot pusher, please. So I'm preparing the knot outside your shoulder snap. It's a sliding knot. So I'm able to slide it down. It can still go back and forth, but when I pull on the tail, I flip the knot, and that's what secures it. So here I'm sliding it down, and you see how it brought that ligament beautifully up against the edge of the bone, and then I pull on the tail here, otherwise called the loop, and the knot flips there, and now the knot is secure. And we throw 3 half hitches on top of it, just for extra security. Alternating, so I go over, under, over, so that we get square knots. And those little anchors and sutures are strong enough to hold the ligament against the bone until the ligament heals into the bone. But until that happens, we have to keep you in a sling. Because as you can see, these sutures aren't the biggest. Your muscles are always going to be stronger than my stitches. But that's nice. It's a beautiful repair. I like it. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock anchors. A nice way to visualize it is if you think of this as being like the socket as being like a road, and the ligament repair is almost like a guardrail in the background, preventing the ball from coming out or escaping into the background.